Greetings, Internet! Today I would like to take you back to the year 490 BC, on the day September the 12th. It is a grey morning as you look out over the plains of Marathon and see 26,000 Persian infantrymen, and alongside them, over 5,000 cavalry and a vast armada of ships. It is the Persian Empire, coming with one purpose: to enslave your homeland of Athens and to reduce it to complete and utter servitude to King Darius. Alongside you are 9,000 Athenian men, and 1,000 men from the small city-state of Plataea, a friend and ally to Athens. Sparta was unable to come due to religious difficulties. You carry 75 pounds of armor, a spear, and a 2-foot-long sword. You're under the leadership of Miltiades. Your army has made the decision to stay and fight, and not hide behind the walls of Athens. They have heavy cavalry, men and horse alike, wrapped in armor, who can ride over the Athenian infantry. They are skilled fighters, men who time and time again have proven that they are able to defeat the Greeks in open battle, and they have come with destruction in their hearts. You have heard of their coming, and of the cities they have laid waste to and pillaged before arriving at Athens. You had even seen them from your rooftop pillage the small village of Eretria, and yet still, you stand there, ready to fight them. You have chosen to fight and to die rather than to give up your freedom. And now, they are marching at you, just under a mile away, and you begin to run. You begin to charge into battle as men scream, "Fight for your fathers! Fight for your ancestors! Fight for your freedom!" And as you run, you and your fellow soldiers carry out one of the most elaborate possible maneuvers. You shift your line while you're running, moving more men out to the flanks, making them almost 12 men deep. And in the center, you make it thin and long. You spread your line out so you're long enough that the Persians don't outflank you. Because as long as a Greek formation is not outflanked, it is all but invincible. As you run, arrows whiz over your head from the archery corps, who's having trouble compensating for your speed. And then, you crash into the Persians, and it's Persian against Athenian, Greek against Persian, in the most brutal hand-to-hand combat, where experience, skill, and sheer courage are all that matter. As you look your foe in the eye, adrenaline pulsing through your veins, as you go back and forth, thinking this way and that way, and screaming, as a good battle cry is one of the best weapons you have. And then, for just a slight instance, the Persian is a little slow at bringing the shield up to his neck, and you strike home, driving that spear into his throat. The Persians do break through in the center, but on the heavily reinforced flanks, you come crashing into their line and drive them from the battlefield. Instead of pursuing them, you reform and attack the ones who broke through in the center from the rear, slaughtering them. After this, you do chase the rest of the Persians all the way back to their ships. 6,400 Persians die that day, but they are driven from the field of Marathon. But it's not over yet. The Persians reload onto their ship and sail around so they can attack Athens from the sea. And then, a runner, Phidippides, runs that very first marathon, those 26 miles, all the way back to Athens, and screams, "Nike!" which means victory. And with that great scream, his heart bursts, and he dies. But the city knows not to open their gates to the Persians. And then, after leaving some men to guard the plain of Marathon, you and your fellow soldiers march that 26 miles back to Athens on the very same day. As the Persians pull around, they see lined up before them that same brave army that they had fought that morning. And after a while, they backwater. They have had enough of free men for one day.